The importance of teaching people how the mainstream media is satanic cannot be overstated. In today's world, the mainstream media has become a powerful tool for shaping public opinion and influencing the masses. However, beneath its seemingly innocuous surface, the mainstream media often promotes a hidden agenda that is rooted in satanic principles. It is essential to educate people about the satanic nature of the mainstream media to prevent them from being deceived and manipulated by its subtle yet pervasive influence. One of the primary ways in which the mainstream media promotes satanic values is through its glorification of materialism and consumerism. The media constantly bombards us with images of luxurious lifestyles, expensive cars, and exotic vacations, creating a sense of discontent and dissatisfaction with our current circumstances. This relentless emphasis on material possessions and wealth promotes a selfish and individualistic worldview, which is antithetical to the values of compassion, empathy, and selflessness that are essential for a harmonious and equitable society. By idolizing wealth and status, the mainstream media subtly reinforces the satanic principle of do what thou wilt, which encourages individuals to prioritize their own desires above all else, regardless of the consequences for others. Another way in which the mainstream media promotes satanic values is through its normalization of violence and depravity. Many mainstream media outlets, including music, movies, and video games, frequently feature graphic violence, explicit sex, and other forms of depravity. This constant exposure to violent and perverse content desensitizes people to the suffering of others and erodes their sense of empathy and compassion. By glorifying violence and depravity, the mainstream media subtly promotes the satanic principle of survival of the fittest, which legitimates the exploitation and oppression of the weak by the strong. This is particularly evident in the way that the media often portrays war and violence as necessary and justifiable, rather than as a last resort that should be avoided at all costs. Furthermore, the mainstream media often uses its platform to promote a secular and atheistic worldview, which is fundamentally at odds with spiritual and religious values. By marginalizing and ridiculing spiritual and religious beliefs, the media reinforces the satanic principle of question all authority, which encourages individuals to reject traditional values and institutions in favor of a monolithic and self-centered worldview. This can have a profoundly destabilizing effect on individuals and society as a whole, leading to a sense of disorientation and disconnection from meaningful values and principles. It is essential to teach people about the satanic nature of the mainstream media because it has a profound impact on our culture and our individual lives. By promoting materialism, violence, and secularism, the mainstream media contributes to a society that is increasingly fragmented, narcissistic, and devoid of empathy and compassion. Moreover, the media's subtle yet pervasive influence can shape our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors in ways that are often beneath our conscious awareness, making it difficult to recognize and resist satanic programming. By educating people about the satanic nature of the mainstream media, we can empower them to think critically and make informed choices about the media they consume, rather than passively accepting its influence. Ultimately, teaching people about the satanic nature of the mainstream media is a crucial step in promoting a more informed, compassionate, and enlightened society. By recognizing the subtle yet pervasive influence of the media, we can begin to create a more nuanced and discerning culture that values spiritual and religious principles, promotes empathy and compassion, and rejects the nihilistic and self-centered worldview that is implicit in satanic ideology. By doing so, we can work towards creating a brighter, more harmonious future for all, rather than perpetuating a world that is increasingly dominated by darkness, division, and despair.